Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome. Let's turn this thing off so I can say hi. Welcome to another live taping of Podcast Pontifications with me, Evo Terra. Thanks for hanging out here with me. I appreciate that. Except I just lost my connection to my trackpad, and that's never good. Because now it's not letting me do the things. Okay. Do I have an open spot? Oh. No. I don't. That's not nice. I wonder. I know I charged this thing just the other day. I wouldn't think it was totally out, but apparently it was. So, all right. Give me a second, because I'm going to have to do some strangeness here. You're probably going to lose some things. What's this going to change? I don't know what that was for. It didn't go away, so that's good news. Still working. Please hold. Please hold on while I try to get this thing working. Let's see. All right, so that's over here. And now I have to put this thing in here. Hey, it connected finally. How'd I turn that off? Turn that on. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, that's good. I know what happened. I lost my camera. That's what went away. Well, you know, sometimes they just, go away. But we'll fix it. We'll fix it. It's all good, everyone. Hang out with me for a second here. Looks like it's reconnected to wireless. We're weird connected to wireless. Let's get the camera back in place. All right. Camera's back in place. Let's see if it likes me now. Hey, it likes me. All right, I need to do a little adjusting with it, though, because I need to adjust. I need to adjust the camera-ing. Let's do this. There we go. I'm happier with that. You guys happier with that? Awesome. See, we're all happy. Everything's good. Was not the end of the world. A little annoying, but what are you going to do? Sometimes things just don't go the way they want to go. Hey, if you're brand new, good news. You're watching the live stream, and this is what happens on the live stream. Sometimes things don't always go great. But now I can actually look up here and say good morning to Arlen, good morning to Betty, good morning to Dawn. Nice to see all of you here with me today, dealing with the tech issues. Hey, all good, man. It's all good. Because today we're going to talk about the happiness, the happy way to find podcasting success. So I can't be grumpy, but things just happen to me because I got to talk about being happy. Oh, great. Yay. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, for the new people who are watching this right now, live taping, this is not the real live podcast. The real live podcast is going to start in, holy cow, 2 minutes. I don't have a lot of time for the preambling. Oh, well, in 2 minutes, I will push out the actual real live content. So just hang out. You're going to hear that. Also, if you would like to get this all the time, you don't have to watch live. This is just a live taping. You go to podcastpontifications.com, and that's where you will get all of the content. Because at 10 o'clock today, Phoenix time, that's like 3 hours from now, you will get the audio file. I will have an article posted up there. The whole thing is good to go. And if you go to the bottom of Podcast Pontifications and you put your email address in the section called PPIYI, Podcast Pontifications, in your inbox, I will email you that audio file and that article every single day at 10 o'clock when the episode comes out. It's a sweet way to stay up with what's happening. And, of course, the podcast is on all of the various platforms. Right. Okay, that was it for the preamble. Goodness, how things change when you're doing things. Today's episode is brought to you by Acai Tea. I'm never sure if I'm pronouncing that word properly. I'm confident that Sheila mispronounces it because she calls it acacia. No, that's a tree with spikes that ants hide out in. This is acai berry, which again, Not sure I'm pronouncing it right. All right, so the voice should be ready to go. Let me do the cold open read. Oh, and also, if you are watching this on the live stream, clearly I can see it because I said hi to Arlen and Betty and Dawn. And now Kevin, good morning, sir. Feel free to drop anything in the chat room if you want. I'm going to ignore it for a moment, but when the content I'm about to deliver is delivered, I will come back and take a look-see. I'm going to lose the glasses because I'm still getting that glare. I forget half the time. You know, what are you going to do? All right, so let's do the move things over so I can be prepared to do this. So I like to read the cold open before I hit record. Success in podcasting is talked about in zero-sum terms. Do more of this thing, less of these others, and success will come. But success is subjective and relative. We need a better measuring stick. And I'm going to talk about that better measuring stick on the program today. First, I got to bring my things over. Where's my audio recording? Great, because as you know, I've started recording the audio with QuickTime at the highest quality possible. That's better than what OBS, which is the tool I'm using to get things into Restream, which is what's sending it down to you watching me on LinkedIn or on Twitter or on YouTube or on Facebook. The audio there is good, but the audio that QuickTime gives is better, and so my audio quality has gone up in a big way. All right, with all that stuff out of the way, I'm going to push record and record. Success in podcasting is talked about in zero-sum terms. Do more of this thing, less of these others, and success will come. But success is Try that again. Success in podcasting is talked about in zero-sum terms. Do more of this thing, less of these others, and success will come. But success is subjective and relative. We need a better measuring stick. Hello and welcome to another Podcast Pontifications with me, Evo Terra. We hear a lot about being successful as podcasters, but we don't talk a lot about happiness, being happier as podcasters. Now, everybody measures happiness differently. And of course, yes, getting what you want probably makes you happy, but there's a lot of junk and garbage tied up in want. Me, I equate happiness to contentment, not to be confused with complacency, but contentment. And I try and strive for contentment in my podcasting journey. Now, sometimes getting there, towards happiness, towards contentment, whichever word you prefer to use, sometimes doing that, getting there, means doing more of some things. Like, for example, you might choose to focus more on your post-production to make your episodes sound that much better so that you are happier with the quality that you put out. Spoiler alert, you'll also make your audience happier doing that too. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. It might mean investing more in marketing outreach that grows your audience to a size that you now feel happy about. That's also a valid thing for you to do. It might mean building a bigger and better connected community, making more offerings to those members so that you and they are happier with the deeper connection that you all have together between your audience and your podcast and you, the podcaster. Now, sometimes contentment means doing less things, like outsourcing tasks about your podcast that you really don't enjoy. Perhaps things like I outsource, correcting my transcripts, for example. It might mean cutting ties with social platforms that you just really don't enjoy engaging on. You've been told to do that because you need to as a podcaster, but you just don't like it. Maybe you stop doing that and maybe you just use them differently, only perhaps as a distribution platform. Or maybe deleting your account altogether. Maybe it means reducing your episode output frequency. which will in turn lower your stress and anxiety, perhaps, so that you're happier with the podcast episodes that you do put out. Sometimes getting to a happier place means doing things drastically differently or just a little differently. Like maybe, drastically, you want to shift the entire focus of your show. If you're not happy with the direction that it's been going, or you're just feeling uninspired, you can do that. Maybe you can join a network or a collective and then adjust your processes, change them up to fit that community or that network's processes so that you feel better connected to that collective, you're part of a team, and your overall happiness increases. Or maybe it's something as simple as just changing where you podcast in your house, or which direction you face at your desk, or when you podcast. Change the dates and times that you do things. If that gives you a fresh perspective, that might also increase your overall happiness. You see, your happiness is just that, your own happiness. So take control over it. Don't try and chase someone else's definition of what success in podcasting means. I suggest you podcast in a way that makes you as happy as you can be. Now, by my count, there are 8 remaining episodes of Podcast Pontifications for Season 3. That's it. Just 8. Then I'm going to take a few weeks off. As you know, I will come back with Season 4 in July. Speaking of change and very great happiness, I think you're going to find Season 4 filled with both of those things. And for both of us. For those of you who have opted into a membership at buymeacoffee.com/evoterra are going to get a sneak peek of some of those opportunities for deeper engagement and other sorts of things we're doing tomorrow, as a matter of fact. So if you've been considering a membership but have yet to pull the trigger, now is the time. That's it. There are no episodes of Podcast Pontifications from me, or anyone for that matter, on Friday, so I shall be back on Monday with yet another Podcast Pontifications. Cheers! All right, another short episode, intentionally short episode. I've got some things to get accomplished today, but I wanted to get that out nice and tight and short, so hopefully you enjoyed that. If you missed it, you can back up and watch the whole thing if you wish to, even my fumbling around because I lost connection with my magic trackpad, but you could also just go to podcastpontifications.com because that's where this episode will be posted in, check the clock, for 2 hours and 47 minutes. Goodness. Yes. Sorry, everything's off a little bit right now. And if you, again, sign up to the email newsletter at the bottom, all that does is it allows me to email you a link to the audio file and the article that I write for this, which I'm going to do right now. That's the best way to get the show, or however you want to get the show. I don't care. There's really no best way. Whatever you want to do. Right. So thanks for watching, everyone. Don, I'm glad that you have confirmed the happiness is an important factor. I hope everybody gets that. We lose sight of that, and I think it's important to talk about on a regular basis, which I'm planning on doing more of that stuff. Right, so that's it. Enjoy your day. Have a fun one, everyone. I'm going to go watch the rest of the IAB upfronts because that's been fun, enjoying what the big companies are doing out there in this space. Some pretty cool stuff happening. Always keeps me energized and energetic. Good Thursday. Yeah, so enjoy your day. See you all on the Monday. Okay, bye.